Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's well. I just want to start by saying a massive sorry for not getting this up last weekend. I have had probably the busiest 2 weeks doing Warhammer stuff that I've had in a very long time. Of course, we had the preview of the Genestealer Cult Codex. We've had the preview of the Skaven and Flesh Eater Battle Tomes, in addition to an extra game that I filmed with Sean on Monday. In addition, once again, to me and Lucy being to a Age of Sigmar weekender this weekend. So thank you very much, guys, for bearing with us. So rather than doing this weekly, I've decided to do it monthly because it was just, I love doing it, but it was so time consuming. And with everything else that I've got going on at the moment, I just couldn't do it every week, unfortunately. So the plan is to do it once a month to show off everything that we've getting done throughout the month as a channel, but also what you guys have getting done as well. Now, for the guys that are watching us on YouTube, please go and give us a follow over on Twitch. For some reason, the Twitch chat hasn't appeared on the side yet, but it should do. Let me just double check. No, it's definitely there. Right, so, yeah, go and give us a follow on Twitch. We live stream games and hobby time over on Twitch. I will be painting some Genestealer cults up tomorrow, live on Twitch as well. But we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. We did do last weekend the £100 giveaway. Mark was the winner of that, and I'll be posting Mark's goods off him tomorrow. They are ready to go. This weekend, like I said, me and Lucy have been to Age of Sigmar weekender. Lucy managed to get through 2 games yesterday. I made it through the full 3, and 2 games each today. I took my Gloomspike Gits and I played 5 totally different lists and had an absolute blast with them. I managed to win every game. Lucy actually won Best Painted Army with the Glitterati, which was absolutely outstanding. A lot of the guys there, especially the lads from Down Raiders, loved the uniform pink and purple with the glitter on the bases and everything as well. So congratulations to Lucy, of course, for that. And I myself won Best Painted Model with my Loon Shrine, which I was absolutely over the moon with. So thank you to everybody that voted for that. If you do live in the Durham area, go and check out Durham Raiders. They were the ones who held the event. There will be a weekend review video that goes up. I'll try and get that edited tomorrow or Tuesday, and we'll get that released. But without further ado, let's have a look and see what we got up to and what you guys have been up to. I'm sorry it looks like I'm looking at the wrong way. If I put OBS here on this screen, you'll just see that and infinite screen effect, which you don't want. So, here is my 3 fell water trolls. They did really well over the weekend. I used them twice. 3 of them managed to mulch a unit of 40 Saurus warriors. And we also managed to kill... What did they kill? A unit of 10 Zangors and then a unit of 10 Zangors that was summoned back as well. The 2 damage each on them is fantastic. So I really enjoyed painting these guys up. I definitely want a couple more. We've got Dazmol and we've got Swamp Dog Ollie as well. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We then got one of my rock trolls complete. I say one. We got the full 3 done. But this was one of my rock gut trolls. Absolutely loved painting this guy up. The blue was just, it was so nice to paint some blue. And here is the Loon Shrine that I painted up that won Best Painted Miniature. Absolutely loved painting this every minute of it. Even when I was like, oh, is there more mushrooms to do? I really enjoyed painting it up, and it was an absolute pleasure to do. We've then got 10 goblins. I noticed as well after I took this photo, you'll see here at the top, the skull and the mushrooms weren't painted. I have gone back and redone them, but I took this photo when I first initially did them. But there was 100 goblins finished off. We've got my Loon Boss on Giant Cave Squig. Pretty cool. Old Finecast model. We've then got the Squig Gobber. I like him. I want to like him, right? But he just... He's so bad. rules-wise. He's just not. He's not good, guys. So I don't think he's going to see the table too often, but he's cool. We've then got my Colossal Squig. He did absolutely tremendous today, fighting off a unit of 6 Dragon Ogres and a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, I think they're called, before he eventually died. Absolutely brilliant stuff. He is an absolute boss. And then, of course, popping out 5 squigs after he's done was pretty cool as well. Then we got 2 of the Finecast Manglers done. The casts are really, really poor on these. They're not great, but you know they're cool. And I did build these and prime them before they actually announced that there was going to be a new model coming out. So, you know, I had it. I was just, yeah, I'll go on with it and I paint them. So there's 2 of these guys. We got the Arachna Cauldron done. Really, really fun to use in game, actually. I run mine behind me Troll Hag, and she was doing D3 mortal wounds to anything that she was within an inch of, which was pretty cool. I then got the Malevolent Moon painted up, which, you know, it was a little bit different, and it's pretty cool. I haven't used it yet, but one thing I have used a lot of is not the rock guts. Oh, I don't think I've got a picture of the mushroom, but I did paint the mushroom as well. The rock guts are really, really cool, and this one I built with the grot hanging out of his hand. And Lucy actually bought me 3 more as well, so I can actually run me 3 troll battle line units, which I'm really looking forward to. And there's the 3rd one as well. Absolutely brilliant models. There's so much character in these new models. We've then got the Spore Splatter Fanatics. Of course, I did do all 5. But yeah, they're done. I'm going to chop the ball and chains off and actually magnetize them and put random stuff on the end. Like a, what's it called? Stardrake head. Lucy's got a spare Stardrake head, so I'm going to put a Stardrake head on the end of one of them. Minto did nothing wrong. Whoop whoop. And there was my squig herd. There was 10 squigs in there, of course, not 6. It was easier to take a picture of 6. These are actually done all right this weekend. They're not bad. Not bad at all. And there's my Loon Boss. He managed to buff a unit of 60 goblins. 60 goblins managed to fight off 30 Blood Reavers, 10 Blood Warriors, whilst also getting hit by my own mushroom 22 times a turn, which was absolutely funny as out. But yeah, he's an absolute Loon Boss. The Fun God Cave Shaman, brilliant. The 5th game I used, the 5th game today, he didn't get me a single command point. But when I used him in conjunction with Skargrot, I think 3 times, him and Skargrot together got me command points. At one point I actually had like 7 or 8 command points, which was insane. We've then got the Sneaky Snufflers. There's 6 of these, of course, but this is just 3 of them. Me and Lucy kind of split these, so I did the squigs. She did the skin and the robes, as well as the metal, and she did the inside mushrooms. I did the outside mushrooms, and then the teeth and the eyes and stuff as well. So we kind of split these, so we've seen we managed to do 3 each of them. And then my favourite model, my Loon Boss on Mangler Squig, absolutely fantastic model, so cool. And I absolutely loved building them, putting them together and doing these pretty cool colours on them. I'm actually looking forward to getting another one, hopefully, and doing a little bit of conversion with them. The Boingrot Bounders, I lost them immediately twice before I got to use them. But when I did get to use them, they were fantastic. David actually charged Durthu at them, and of course did like 24 wounds, I think, which wiped them out in one go. And then Chris charged 5 Zangors with the side spears, and they just wiped them out with one swing, which wasn't good for me. Zarbag's Git, so much detail on all of these models. Thoroughly enjoyed painting these up. And actually, there's a picture I forgot to take, which was Molag and his squigs. So you won't see pictures here of that, but I did get that done. Skargrot the Loon King, absolutely boss model. Didn't really get to use it to his full effect because I didn't get to use Nick It. I did put the Cauldron on him, which gave him then +3 to cast when he had the moon overhead. Quite a lot of times I actually rolled a 1 for the moon on turn 1. So I didn't get any effects until turn 3. But yeah, Scargot is an absolute amazing model. So cool. And then Lucy painted this. The Dankhold Troggoth. She wanted to paint something a bit different, and she asked if she could paint this, and I was like, yep, go for it. And she's done an absolute boss job on this, and got a lot of compliments for it over the weekend. Speaking of boss, there we go. There is the Dankhold Trog boss. Again, Lucy painted this, and she's done an absolutely fantastic job on it. I really love this so much, man. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. So moving on to stuff that other people have been up to. Ali has been kit bashing this. I'm really sorry, Ali. I don't know the names of the big giant guard tanks. I'm very sorry. But it's got a lot of guns on. He basically kit bashed it with bits and pieces that he had left. I think it was one of the super heavies that he wasn't fussed on. And he's basically put the 2 giant turrets on the top, which is really cool, and then put sandbag camo stuff on it as well. But just look at how much this is damaged and how much mud is caked on it. That's absolutely class, man. And there it is again from another angle. I love all this writing and tally charts and stuff that he's got on the side of it, and that's brilliant, Ali. Really liking that. Oh, next we've got Anthony Russell's been working on, I want to say these are Space Wolves. Yes, they are, because there's the symbol on there. Very clean and crisp, and I really like these, Anthony. The blue, it stands out really nicely. And we've also got a finished squad here as well, a different squad. But I like the bases as well. Not too much snow, little bit of grass on there, breaks it up very nice indeed. Next up we've got Barry Whitelaw, who's been working on a Death Guard Leviathan Dreadnought with twin Butcher Cannon, not Stone Cannon array, which is absolutely class. The amount of weathering that he's put around the edges, really cool. And this is the kind of colours I'll be going for when I do my Death Guard, which I do need to get round to. Next up we've got Bazza from Underdog Painting. Bazza's been working on some Genestealer Cult. Love Neophytes, but my god, there's so much detail on them for a 5-point model. Absolutely outstanding work though, Bazza, as ever. And he's also been working on some old school Tyranids. We've got, what have we got? We've got an Old Warrior here. This is a new Lictor, but this is an Old Hive Tyrant. We've got 4 Screamer Killers. I believe this is a newer Biovore, and I don't know what that is, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. I think that's a epic 40k Carnifex. And I can't quite see what that is either, but old school Genestealers here. And of course loads and loads of Termagants as well. And he's been doing some work on some Blight Lords. I think this is the character guy, so really nice work on that. I love how a lot of Death Guard you can do with just shading, which is really cool. If you just joined us on YouTube, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you go and give us a follow over on Twitch, as we do live stream games on Twitch, as well as do hobby hangouts as well. And I'll be live streaming some painting and hobby tomorrow night. Chaos Swamp says that is the 3rd edition Biovore. That weird thing is rare Gaunt model that they didn't make many of. The 3rd edition Biovore, I've got one, and the arms were much bigger on that one, Chaos. So that's why I think it's the newer one. I know the 2nd edition one had really spiny legs, and then the 4th edition one had, it's not as big, and I've got the 4th edition ones. Next up we've got Ben Rolls, who's been working on his bolt action. Loads and loads of cool colours here, lots of civilians. Not too bright, but really nice and ties in very well with the tank. So really nice job, Ben. Check out his Facebook page, the Ben Rolls Project. He does loads and loads of painting. Next up we've got Bryn. You've seen Bryn on the channel before, and he started working on some Carcharodons. He picked up Tooth and Claw, mainly for the Genestealer Cult stuff, but decided to start back on Space Marine. So some pretty cool work on the Carcharodons here, Bryn. I love the weathering and stuff that you've got on around the feet, blending into the snow. And here are the Conquest Intercessors and the Aggressors from Tooth and Claw, and the Redemptor as well. Such nice crisp work on this Bryn. Really, really nice stuff, man. Really liking it, and I can't wait to get a game in against them. Next up, we've got Craig. Craig is the man behind all the technology that happens on the website, and he helps me a lot with the streams and stuff. So Craig, this is his Tyrannofex, and I love this because this is the green stuff world flip paint on the top. You can't quite see it here, but it does flip to purple, so there's a little bit of it there that you can see, and a few bits and pieces over the edge here as well. Jez has just joined us on YouTube. Love the weathering on that dread. Yeah, Barry's really, really good with his weathering. Craig has also been working on his knights. He's got a Warglaive there and 2 Helverins to go alongside of his other big knights as well. The Helverins are going to be a tasty addition to his Imperial forces. Next up, we've got Darren from Mark 6 Miniature Painting, and he's done a Riptide. Absolutely love the glow effects here. The red glow on the eye is absolutely fantastic, and the sort of white glow that you've got on the burst cannon and the vents at the front here is actually, it's brilliant, man. So go and check out Darren on Facebook for Mark 6 Miniatures. He does do commission work as well if anyone is interested in that. Next up, we've got Dave Gray, and Dave's been working on a lot of these Lord of the Rings. So I think these are, they're not Rohan. They're the Elven Archers, which are pretty cool. And he's also been working on some riders as well. 2 white horses there, of course, and a couple of brown ones. And hopefully we'll see some more that Dave gets done next month. Dave Holding, meantime, I can't even speak, I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. Dave Holding has been working on some orcs, and he's been building up these guys. And painted a squad of 10 boys there. Absolutely love the Death Skulls colours. Really, really cool. You can see he's got some more done in the background there. And he's got some killer cans to be working on. Hopefully we'll see the killer cans next month, because I look forward to seeing what weathering he gets done. Next up, though, we've got Dazza and his Rock Trolls. Dazza, I absolutely love how bright and colourful these are. I noticed we also actually both did green on the tip here for the rock. I don't know why, but that's really cool. I noticed the little goblin here with the Fanatic Ball from the Fanatic kit as well. Really, really cool addition. I haven't added mine yet. I've been keeping mine for a few more trolls, but lots and lots of detail going on with these. Really nice work, man. And then we've got his Dank Hold Trog Boss. A blue spider on there, of course, and he's done his Trog Boss in purple. The red centipede is really nice, and I love how bright Daz's purple always is. This is really nice work, man. Next up, we've got Ian. You've seen Ian on the channel like a gajillion times. Do I see a Redemptor? Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon there, Ian. I need to know what that is. Is it something you've secretly been working on? But nevertheless, this is his Eldar that he was working on for his Beer Hammer tournament that we went to. And the bases are supplied from Terry at Demonscapes. You may recognise them. It's the same bases I use on my Death Watch. Ian's also been doing some work for a friend as well. This is a Zinch Hellbrute. Because his Thousand Suns he wanted in the traditional red. And here's some Scarabacle Terminators as well. Love the sandy coloured bases on these, Ian. Really, really smooth work on there as well. And I'm looking in the background to try and... Is that 2 Spawn I see? He's also been working on his Raptors as well. Oh, no, not Raptors. Red Scorpions. So we've got one of the aggressors there from Conquest. So some really nice work there as well, Ian. And he's been working on a Contemptor with... I want to say Butcher Cannon, but I know it's not. But it does nearly the same amount of damage, and it's like half the points. But yeah, you've been working on that as well. Loads and loads of green stuff on there, and I absolutely love the all green stuff work, Ian. And hopefully this is another model that I can kill when we fight off. Meanwhile, we've got James from Whitby. James has been working on Manius Calgar. Manius Calgar's a beast now. Like, he's an absolute animal. When I fought Ollie's the other week, he was insane. Absolutely insane, man. And he's also finished off 25 Blood Reavers. Really, really nice work on them, James. I feel your pain with painting these, though. There is so much detail going on with them for a model that you want to die. But yeah, really, really nice work on them as well, James. Hats off for them. Next up, we've got James Warwick Snow, who's been painting up some Hellblasters that he's picked up to go alongside some of the models he's picked up from Conquest. Really clean work on these, James, and I love the base and the sort of turquoisey plasma glow. It looks a little bit like Neolac Oxide that you've used, but if you haven't, whatever you've done is pretty damn cool. Next up, we've got Jez himself. He's following us on YouTube right now. And he's been working on some Blood Bowl. So here is the Fat Rat. I don't know what it's called, so I'm really sorry. But really, really cool skin tones on there. I mean, just looking at that, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different skin tones just on that peck there. Like, that's nuts, Jez. And Jez does not use an airbrush either. This is all brush work. So fantastic work, Jez. He's also done a Goblin team. I think this is a Goblin team. Yeah, it is. Really, really cool work. And the troll looks pretty cool at the back there as well. And of course, we've also got a coach that he's been working on. I mean, look at the skin tones there, man, in the cheek recesses and around the mouth. Jez, absolutely outstanding. Glart Smash Rip. James Smith, cheers for the nice words. Harry, those Reavers really sapped my will to go on. Me and Lucy did 40 at once. Granted, we did them together. So, like, she painted the colour, I washed it, she dry brushed it. But 40 was an absolute killer. Next up, we've got John Wharton, who's been working on, what's this guy? Lord Aquila. Lord Aquila. Absolutely love the Griff Charger models and the feathers. You can do so much with them. Really, really nice work, and the highlight on the muscles on the back legs and everything is really nice, John. Next up, we've got Jonathan Jeeves, who's been working on some absolutely crazy orc stuff. Love this with a massive cannon on the top, and of course, die fast on the front of the bulldozer. But I mean, look at the mud around the bottom and the weathering and chipping on that front bulldozer. Absolutely outstanding, man. And then this, I wish I could have seen a full picture of this, Jonathan. Full left to right. But this looks like I'm going to say it's a battle wagon probably, but it looks like a train. Looks like something out of Mad Max. Absolutely right where it should be. Die Now was here. I think that's his boom. And this one says Bog Off. Really, really cool stuff on that, man. And this, I don't know what this is, but it's really cool. Like, awesome. I'm going to hazard a guess that it counts as one of the planes, because you've got the 4 big shooters on the side and you've got some rockets on the top and stuff here. But nevertheless, I love that it's to represent a Star Wars spaceship as well. Really, really nice stuff, Jonathan. We've got Luke Evans. Luke managed to kid bash this guy one night, and he said he was going to paint it up the following week. I haven't seen a picture of it yet, but I have no doubt that he'll have gotten that done by now, and we'll hopefully see this guy next month. We've next got Matt Sharp, and Matt has painted up his Dwarf King. Absolutely love that he's put a Loon Boss on the base. Like, that is a 15 quid model on your base. Bad Matt. Bad Matt. Especially if you come to fight my goblins. You're not doing that to my Loon Boss. But Matthew Davies is up next with his Giant Chaos Spawn. Absolutely love this. The amount of colour and discoloration that's gone onto the skin. The greens, the purples, the blues. Really nice work. I love that he's eating a guard as well. So really nice work on that. Next up, we've got Nathan. There will be a battle report out next week featuring Nathan's Necrons. And you'll be able to see them. But he did tell me that he picked up the Battle Force just before Christmas, and he was looking to expand his forces with a lot more Tomb Blades and stuff in there as well. So he's halfway through building this and made a start on some painting as well. Next up, we've got an absolute mountain of models from Ollie to get through. Ollie runs Broken Palette Miniature painting service, So if anyone is interested in commissions, go and give him a shout. But he's been working on some Dark Eldar. We've got 5 Kabalites here with a blaster. I love the blue of the Agonizer as well, man. Really, really cool. He managed to finish these guard off. That Sentinel is fully magnetized, so all of the weapons are swappable. We've got a handful of guardsmen there, and of course the Ogrins or Bulgrins at the back as well. Very, very clean and crisp work, Ollie. And here we go. He's one of his Lehman Russ. I presume that's a commander. And we've got a Chimera as well. I love how crisp and smooth the yellow cross hatches on there, the hazard marks. He's also been working on some Blood Bowl, so we've got the Dwarf Death Roller. Absolutely brilliant model, and I've got no idea how it fits on such a small base, but that's really cool, man. He's also been working on some of his own Stormcast. We've got 2 Ballista or Ballista done there as well, so really, really nice work. I love that he's gone for the red instead of the blues for the Hammers of Sigmar, so really nice work there, Ollie. He's also done, correct us if I'm wrong, is this a zombie team? I think it is, but the zombie objective markers, look at them, man. Hands coming up out the ground. That's really, really cool. I like it. He also did his 2 Vicatrix Guard, which are absolute animals, and slaughtered my acolytes in the battle report if you go and watch that. But they will be back soon. They will be beat down. He's also been working on some of his own Minotaurs. He didn't like the flying stands, and to be honest, I don't either. So he's basically stuck them on the barrels that he picked up out of Conquest. So really, really nice work there, Ollie. That'll be another army that you'll be having on the channel soon. Swamp Dog Ollie, beast. He then also did 2 Whirlwind Scorpius, which he's never ever bringing to another game with me. Because I will tell him to remove them before we start playing. Because these things are horrendously good. In particular against the Gene Stealer cult, because it was just, yeah, reroll hits. He had reroll. He didn't have reroll wounds, but he was just like, yeah, I'm wounding you, killing you on 2s because -2. No, you're not bringing them again, Ollie. Next up, we've got Paul Spuddy Shaw, and he's been working on some Heresy era Blood Angels. Getting excited for the Heresy release stuff for the Blood Angels. I cannot wait for Sanguinius, and when he comes out, I will be painting him live here on stream on Twitch. So you YouTube guys, go and give us a follow on Twitch. Make sure you are following in order to sit in on our hobby sessions as well. What else have we got? We've got some Titanicus from Paul. He's been working on 2 more Warhounds, and you can see there the Warlord and another 2 Warhounds just getting started out there at the back. So really nice work there, Paul. Next up is Richie Fizz, and Richie has been working on, I'm forgetting what this is called. Somebody in the chat will remind me in a few moments, but I love the heat burn on the end there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like wash. Probably sepia, then a green, then a blue, then a purple, then a red. So really, really nice gradient on there, and I love the glow here on the weapons as well. Really, really nice work, man. Next up, we've got Stephen. Stephen has painted so much this month, man. He got his mojo back on, and then when I said, oh yeah, League of Artisans is going to show us your pictures, he was like, oh, by the way, he's a new army. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's a new army. I've been painting this all month. And I was like, I thought there was something up, but we'll get to that in a second. So he's converted some of these Tactical Marines up to be Stern Guard, as you would, because Stern Guard are just so much better. And Ollie's were amazing. Next up, we've got Stephen Kalamboski, who's been working on some... I can't remember the name of the game. I'm really sorry, Stephen, but this Chinese Oriental terrain is really nice, man. I do like it a lot. And now we'll jump back to Stephen Dunn because I decided to sort things in a different order for some reason. But he's done Grek. Absolutely love that. I think that's a Thonian camel shade over white, which is really nice. And I love his dreads that you've done on there as well, Stephen. But here we go. He's done some Custodes. So we've got the Vexilla Praetor, we've got Trajan Valoris, and we've got a Shield Captain as well. We've got 4 Custodian Guard with swords and shields. He actually did 6 of these guys with the spears. He's done 5 Guardians with axes. He's done 3 Terminators with axes. He's done 3 Veritas Praetors and these 2 Dreadnoughts as well. Boom! Entirely new army. Oh my god, Stephen. So much work, so much gold, but really, really nice and effective work, man. I mean, the reds, very, very crisp. The gold is nice and flat and crisp, and it's so nice. The edge highlighting that you've done with the silver pops really, really nicely as well. And I love what you've done with them, man. And we need to get these on the channel. And I thought there was something funny when we played Custodes versus Blood Angels, and you were telling me the rules. And I was just like, really? Okay. You're like, yeah, I just played against them a couple of times recently. But yeah. Oh, and we've got these guys as well, because they've now got 40k rules thanks to the update from Forge World a week and a bit ago, I think. Please tell me you're getting an Orion dropship, though, because that's just... Yeah, you need an Orion. He also painted a shit ton of Fire Warriors as well. So absolutely outstanding work, Stephen. Hats off to you for the amount that you've put in this month. It's absolutely fantastic work, man. Stephen Lumsdale, in the meantime, has been painting up some Tzeentch. We've got some Kyric Acolytes, I think, on the left there. Horrors on the right. And we've got a couple of Zangors and a Shaman and stuff here at the back as well. And 1 Palador. 1 Palador. Not sure why, but very, very nice work. I love the detail on your bases. It looks like it's just cork, a little bit of sand, paint and dry brush, and a little bit of grass. But it really, really pops, man. So really nice work. Next up, we've got Terry from Demonscapes, a sponsor of the channel. Check Terry out for resin bases and movement trays. This is one of the alien bases that I put my Genestealer cults on. But this is, of course, the large-sized one, which he's put his Exocrine on. Such a cool model for the Exocrine, man. A really, really glossy sheen on the carapace there. And I look forward to seeing your army in person at the Dark Artisan Open. So really nice work, Terry. He's also been working on the Tervagon. I'll remember the names eventually. But yeah, again, really, really crisp work on that green. The level of highlight from the darkest to the lightest is just phenomenal, man. So really, really nice work. Next up, though, we've got Tom Brown, and this is one that Ian's going to like because he's converted up a, what's it called? A Knight Castellan. Look at the tentacles, look at the boils, look at the pus, look at the rust, and then look at the head. That is a, I think it's a blight drone or blight hauler that is right in the middle there, and that is absolutely fantastic. The spikes coming out of the top of it, tentacles coming out everywhere. This is really, really nice work, Tom, and I absolutely love it. I'm sure Ian's going to send me the picture. Next up, we've got Thomas, who is a Patreon of the channel, so thank you very much for your support, Thomas. And he's been working on some old edition Hive Guard. Really, really like the colour schemes, and I love the plants that he uses as well. So fantastic work, Thomas. And there is another one as well. Really, really nice stuff. Next up, we've got Will Sayers, who's been working on a Furioso Dreadnought. Furioso Dreadnought with dual fists are brutal now, especially because they come down in points as well. So I think I need to give mine a go and run him with dual fists. It's definitely something I'm going to be looking into. But that is everything for this month, guys. That is everything that everybody's worked on and shared their pictures of. If you are interested in sharing your work next month, look out for my post that will go up on Facebook. Only email me the stuff at that point or post on the status, and we'll get it featured in next month's battle report, next month's showcase. I just want to thank everybody who has supported the channel and the people who have made donations in order for me to keep up with the Genestealer cult releases. Thank you very much. If you would like to donate, you can click the button just below the stream on Twitch. You can donate via the Super Chat button on YouTube, or you can donate via PayPal at thedarkartisan40k@gmail.com. If you're interested in seeing early battle reports or choosing the lists or the battles that you see on the channel, you can become a Patreon as well, and anything that is donated or any support via Patreon is put straight back into the channel. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.